Hi, communications class. So, we've all been there. Getting dressed up, getting your hopes up, sweaty hands, and the long list of good lucks while trying to get ready for an interview that we're probably really nervous for. So, while trying to get a job, interviews can be a very nerve wracking time. There are many different ways to seek good outcomes during an interview, like using bold statements, using action words, or nonverbal communication. So, the first strategy that you can use while doing an interview is using a lot of I statements, or what is sometimes referred to as power statements. These are good to show the interviewer that you're self aware of your strengths. So, for example, you could say things like, I led, I changed, I created, things like that. So, the interviewer can see what you're aware of and what you have already done and what you can do. So, using this type of language makes you come off as very bold, but also at the same time very knowledgeable. The second strategy is to use action words and be aware of all of the language that you're using. Using action words like developed or built will definitely help you out with that. This will fill the employer's seek for a potential skill, and by being specific, it also shows the interviewer that you know what you're talking about. The third strategy is to make sure that you maintain your verbal communication as well as your nonverbal communication. So this means when you're first walking in, you greet the interviewer with a firm handshake. Make sure that you have your manners in check and make sure that you're keeping good eye contact to show that you're always focused and that you're paying attention. Another good thing to be aware of is your body movements and where you're placing your hands. It always looks nice to maybe fold your hands and place them on your lap, not really being too fidgety. When you're too fidgety, it could come across as nervousness or maybe not being as confident as you really are because you're moving around so much. So that's also a pretty good tip. In conclusion, communication is key, and remembering these tips will probably land you a job. I think that I was able to improve a little bit more with this speech because the last one was more my personal opinion on things, and it was easier for me to just go on. And for this one, I have to focus more specifically about the assignment itself. One thing that I could always do better is maintaining good eye contact. Like right now, I find it difficult to remember what I'm supposed to say, even if I completely understand the information. So I have a hard time reading along with things and then speaking without staring at the camera the whole time, which is what I'm supposed to do, especially when making a video. And my eye contact in person, I think I can improve that as well. I get nervous, I fidget, I use filler words like I do right now, and I look down at the papers a lot. So one thing that I would really appreciate some feedback on is my eye contact again and the speed in which I am speaking. I find sometimes if I don't know what I'm saying, I tend to ramble, or I just, in general, talk really fast. So I just want some feedback about maybe my speed of my speech. And that's pretty much it. I hope everybody is staying safe during this quarantine and everyone is okay. I am blessed enough to still be going to work, so my life is still pretty normal. But yeah, I just hope everybody's staying safe and, continues that quarantine and social distancing, etc., etc. Okay, miss you guys.